But maybe it's best that I introduce myself first. I'm Brother Bowen. Nice to meet you.
Welcome, Brother Bowen. My name is Brother.
So I think you should plaster over these symbols of Vacuno.
There's some, but not a lot, because we worship the sun.
You worship the sun?
Yes.
Why?
Because it is shining a light on us all.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, well, of course, because the sun shines on us. But you don't worship the moon for the same reason, right? That's idiotic.
Some do.
No, but we do not need the moon to live.
Yeah, okay. But then you might as well worship the soil. And if you start worshipping the soil, you might just be worshipping Aedon because he's all, you know?
Thomas interrupts this conversation. He says, guys, can we please get a move on because we are sitting ducks right here. Guys, some kid just tried to pickpocket me. Be on your guard because they are fast as hell.
Thank you, Thomas.
They won't pickpocket me because I'm a man of the church, so...
Yeah, keep thinking that, Bowen.
Thank you, I will.
As soon as we're in the inn, we're going to have a nice long talk about how far the word of Aedon will carry you in some places.
Certainly, I will explain everything about him.
Well, I'm fascinated by this Aedon.
Well, that's something, yeah. Okay, sleep in the church. If you can.
Thomas, Gunther, and Oddleaf are heading towards the inn, and Solwing and Bowen are going inside the church. Right?
Oh. Sitting there?
Yeah.
Am I sitting there?
Yep.
You're not sitting there on stream, though. He's sitting
So
below
I have to do this. You have to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, let's not. Wow, cameras. Yeah. So let's start with Bowen and Solving. You enter the church, and it's like described last time. There's this big entrance hall, and a bit further in the hall is where the services are given. So it ends in a raised dais with an altar, and there's those uncomfortable benches lined up in front of it in a semicircle.
I'm taking a look at the temple, analyzing it, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm saying the following. It seems like it has some old Vicuna base on it. Vicuno base on it. Might have been an old trade temple at one point. Nice architecture. I like how they build on top of it. Okay, so I start talking to Solving. So you see, there's all these kind of symbolic thingies in the wall still that reflect the times before of Vicuno. So you see, he was a god of trade and craft and everything, and they really didn't do their best to mask all those symbols in this church. At my church, they really plastered over it. They just used the base construct to build new walls and everything, but here they somehow managed to still have that old god come through. I don't mind that they did that, but it's just a bit sloppy. I think it's if you.
So you
should always remember the past. You should always remember the past. But in the House of Aedon, I think it should reflect Aedon only. But still, it might be a work in progress. So I'm not judging.
So you would do it differently then?
Yes, I would plaster over it. Yeah.
Then I think you should tell them.
Yes, I think so too.
But at some point you see a guy coming to the room with two attendants at the side who definitely looks higher up.
Okay. So I quicken my pace and I start walking up to him and say, excuse me.
Now, he looks at you and he stops for a moment. He looks at you from top to toe and hello, brother.
Hello, brother. My friend here pointed something out to me, and I think he was right, and I think I have to tell you something. But maybe it's best that I introduce myself first. I'm Brother Bowen. Nice to meet you.
Welcome, Brother Bowen. My name is
Okay.
Brother.
So I think you should plaster over these symbols of Vacuno, because in the end it's the Temple of Aedon, right?
I'm sorry, let me stop you right there. First of all, you only introduced yourself and not your friend here, who I believe is the Birdman my brothers talked about that visited us last night. Am I correct in that?
You're
He looks
correct.
your way.
My name is
Brother
Solwing.
Bowen. Yeah. You started talking a lot really fast, and it seemed urgent. And you seemed to deliver the message that our holy church wasn't up to your standards.
No, not exactly. No. That's not what I meant. It's up to
It's
my
what it
standards.
sounded like to me.
No, it's just that I think that it's a work in progress.
Is it?
Well, I'm hoping it is because there's all these symbols still remaining. If it's in the outhouses or anything, or outhouses, sorry, in the outer chambers and everything, I can imagine. But this is the holy center, right? And there's still some symbols of
Kuno,
here.
yes.
Yeah.
Which used to be the patron god of this city. But he wasn't a true god, not like Aedon.
No, indeed. We can agree on that, brother.
But Vacuno is part of Aedon. Like, Aedon is all. And Vacuno is just an aspect of Aedon. You see, he sent his disciples first. What the people call the old gods. But I think that it was actually Aedon presenting his different aspects to us. So even though you see remnants of Vacuno here, you are actually seeing part of Aedon as well.
Well, that's a nice theological discussion we can have some evening.
Maybe I would quite enjoy that, but for now
I turned to Solving and said, "Why did you say I had to say that to him? This conversation is going on all well, not at all as I expected.
But it is interesting, is it not?
Well, it's disconcerting. Sorry,
Is it? Why does it disconcert
a
you,
bit,
brother?
yes. Because I thought I was right, and now it seems I'm not."
That's not the way of Aedon. You must be temperate.
It's my one flaw in all his tenets. I'm sorry.
Are you being honest now?
Yes, I am.
You
I'm
only have
always honest.
one flaw?
No,
That doesn't
okay,
sound very
okay.
modest.
I have a lot of flaws, but when it comes to tenets, it's my biggest flaw. Let's put it that way. I've great troubles being tempered.
Then maybe you should pray on that.
I wanted to present you with a gift, and I take out the necklace that I bought at the market, and I said, and I wanted to grant this to your temple to honor you with the incredible help that you gave me.
Well, he takes the necklace from you in his hands and he looks at it. And he looks back at you and kind of incredulous. And he just says, "Thank you, my son. That's very generous of you. You just wait here then, good Sir Averin, and I'll be on my way. So, Brother Bowen, Solving, blessings of Aedon on you, and
may the holy light shine upon you."
thank you." And they just go about their business again.
I pull on Solving's clothes.
Yes.
Can I go now?
Do you want to go away?
Yes, I'm a bit distraught.
But I thought this was your temple.
Well, it's not mine. It's different.
I think the brother made a good argument with the history.
No, he didn't. He didn't. And he wasn't honest to you. So I want to go now, please.
But I promised these other brothers to be
Well, you
there.
can stay. You can
Oh,
stay.
you want to just you want my permission to go by yourself?
Yes, please.
Odd, but that's okay.
Thank you. I turn around and I leave the church and go searching for the inn.
Yeah, just real quickly, we want to do some awesome stuff like this show on a bi-weekly schedule. We also have a lot of other plans and ideas that we want to throw at you guys, but we really need your help to develop our community. So if you're watching this, if you're liking this, please subscribe, follow us on Twitch and on YouTube. Also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We'll get our Patreon up soon. More news on that later, so you could support us directly if you wanted to. And with that said, we can't really, we really need you guys on this, and we would love to interact with you on our Instagram, Twitter, YouTube comments, Twitch chat, and everything. So, yeah, like, subscribe, follow, interact. It's going to be very cool.